Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for this video I'm going to be reviewing the Revlon PhotoReady Insta-Filter foundation. Okay, I got mine in nude, and as you can see I've already used it, but I've only used it once and I used it yesterday and I was like, oh, this stuff is pretty good. So today this is going to be a first impressions video, and then I'm going to wear it all day and do check-ins to see how it's wearing on my face. So let's get started. Like I said, I've used this once before I'm doing this video, which I guess technically doesn't make it a first impressions, but I'm gonna be honest about it. This is the dispenser. The specs. This is supposed to be a medium buildable coverage foundation with a natural skin finish. It's supposed to be long wearing, and it's supposed to have a blurring effect which creates an app filtered effect for your skin. This retails for $17.99. That's kind of expensive for a drugstore. And by kind of expensive, I mean that's expensive for a drugstore. It also only comes in 12 shades. 12. That's unacceptable. So this is how it looks. This is where the product comes out. You squeeze, you twist, 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 product. I do not like this application style. Doesn't mean the formula is bad. I just don't like this. I want a pump. I want a tube. And this stuff smells really funny. I don't know if it's the sponge that smells funny or if it's the product itself, but something on this smells weird. But you know, I'm gonna wear this all day and see how it works and see if this is worth $17.99. So let's do this. And like, I'm gonna try to blend with this little sponge, but I know that I don't like this. I mean, for application, this is fine. For blending, this is a no for me. Okay, so this is just foundation. Now, the claim is that it's blurring. So let's see. Honestly, it blurred my pores. It is blurring. Is it full blurring? Is it like the most blurring thing ever? No, it's not. Like, I can still see some pores, but for the most part, I'm blurred. I'm more blurred with this foundation than with any others that I've tried. So I like that. I love a natural finish foundation on my skin. I just feel like that's what looks the best. That's what I'm comfortable wearing. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face makeup and see if it gets weird with other products. I still really like the foundation. I made sure that I used all products that I liked, that I knew worked for me, so that there would be no other confounding variable. So that, you know, the variable that I was testing is this foundation. So, that being said, I have 4 problems wrong with this foundation. First off, the shade range. The fact that there are only 12 shades, I have a problem with that. 2, it smells weird. Doesn't smell bad, just doesn't smell like any other foundation I've ever used in the past, and I can't tell if it's the sponge that's on the end of it or the product, which brings me into 3. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that I have to twist and twist and twist to dispense the product. I don't like the built-on sponge because it doesn't work. It would work if I like made it work, but I don't want to have to mess with that. Like, I don't want to have to force something to work unless I'm in dire need. But that doesn't mean that the product's bad. That just means that the packaging is awful. 4, the price. $18 after tax for a drugstore foundation. That is expensive. That's super expensive. But is it worth it? The pros. To me, this is full coverage. This is not medium. This is full-on coverage. It went on nice. It blended well. It blended well with my concealer. It blurred. It did what it was supposed to do. I like the natural finish because my skin looks very skin-like. It's lightweight. I don't feel it on my skin, and that is a huge plus for me. I don't feel it, but it's got the coverage. But for now, only time will tell how well it wears. Maybe it creases in 2 seconds. I don't know. So I'll do random check-ins throughout today while I'm at work and let you guys know what I think still, because for now, I really like it. It's expensive. There's no question, but I like it. I like it a lot. So I think that's my first impression, and I will be back. Okay, so this is my first check-in for today. It's been about 2-ish hours since I put on my foundation, and it really hasn't moved. There is no creasing. There's no creasing on my eyes. There's no creasing here. You can tell where I've been wearing my sunglasses, but even then, that is not that bad. I mean, my makeup still looks exactly the same as I put it on, and I just went for a 2-mile walk before work. So far, this foundation is, like, good. But it's just the beginning of the day, so we'll see. This is the second check-in for today. I've been at work for 4 hours, so it's been a total of 6 hours since I've put on my foundation, and I am really impressed with the way it's held up. It's not creasing on my nose. It's creasing a tiny bit in my forehead lines, but it hasn't really exaggerated them. It's just creased a little bit, so I can't really complain about that. It's not creasing around my mouth yet. It's not really... I mean, my skin still looks really, really good. Like, I am so... This might be my new favorite foundation. We'll see. It's still kind of early. I'll be back. Okay, so this is check-in 3. And I'm starting to see it crease right in my nose. I'm starting to see it kind of separate on my chin. I'm starting to see it separate on my chin a little bit and like around my mouth. It's really creasing. But from like a distance, my face still pretty looks good. The color's good. The glowiness is still there. It's starting to wear down. And honestly, so am I. I've been at work for 9 hours, so it's time to go home. Okay, so this is check-in number 4. I do have wings now. They're not very good, but you know. There's Abby. My makeup is starting to really fall apart, like on my chin and around my mouth. It's starting to smear. I mean, on camera it looks pretty good, but you can see the oil right here. You can see where it's starting to separate and starting to crease and just start to get kind of weird on my chin. But, I mean... Alright guys, so this is the last update for the day. Ignore my lip color. I was messing around. Ignore the awfully done fake eyelashes. Just ignore all of that. Ignore the messed up wings. We're talking solely about foundation here. And it's not looking good. It is breaking apart really bad around my mouth. And on my nose and around my nose. I still like it. It's just not all day. I mean, I've had my makeup on for going on 16 hours. Overall, I like the foundation. I do. I really like it. $17. This is a choice that you have to make for yourself. I would spend it. I would spend the $17 on it. I liked the way it looked. I do. I don't like the fact that it's falling apart now at the very end of the day. But it lasted longer than my other foundations. So, that being said, you just have to know your skin. You have to know your skin type. Overall, I've definitely had worse. The pros and cons are really hard to weigh for this foundation, which I think it's really individualized. I can't be like, oh, this is a foundation that will work for anybody and everybody, because it's just not. I just personally really like it. It's not going to be my everyday foundation though. This is definitely going to be a foundation that I want to look really done up for, because it's full coverage and it makes your skin look really good, which isn't a bad thing, but like the longer I wore it, the more I started to feel it on my skin, and I can look like I can just kind of like smear it off at this point, and it's like as it's like wearing, the oil doesn't mix well with it, so I can just feel it sitting on top of my face. But yeah, I mean, for pictures, you're golden. So yeah, that was my little tidbit on this Revlon Photo Finish Insta-Filter foundation. See you guys in the next video.